The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and wiser people so full of doubts. War does not determine who is right, only who is left. To fear love is to fear life, and those who fear life are already 3 parts dead. In all affairs, it's a healthy thing now and then to hang a question mark on the things you have long taken for granted. There is much pleasure to be gained from useless knowledge. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. One of the symptoms of an approaching nervous breakdown is the belief that one's work is terribly important. Science may set limits to knowledge, but should not set limits to imagination. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Fear is the main source of superstition and one of the main sources of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. Most people would sooner die than think. In fact, they do so. The fundamental cause of the trouble is that in the modern world, the stupid are cocksure, while the intelligent are full of doubt. Do not fear to be eccentric in opinion, for every opinion now accepted was once eccentric. The only thing that will redeem mankind is cooperation. The time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. The secret of happiness is to face the fact that the world is horrible, horrible, horrible. Love is something far more than desire for sexual intercourse. It is the principal means of escape from the loneliness which afflicts most men and women throughout the greater part of their lives. Of all forms of caution, caution in love is perhaps the most fatal to true happiness. I would never die because I might be wrong. 3 passions, simple but overwhelmingly strong, have governed my life. The longing for love, the search for knowledge, and unbearable pity for the suffering of mankind. Mathematics, rightly viewed, possesses not only truth, but supreme beauty. Life is nothing but a competition to be the criminal rather than the victim. It is preoccupation with possession, more than anything else, that prevents men from living freely and nobly. Religion is something left over from the infancy of our intelligence. It will fade away as we adopt reason and science as our guidelines. Patriotism is the willingness to kill and be killed for trivial reasons. Every advance in civilization has been denounced as unnatural while it was recent. We are faced with the paradoxical fact that education has become one of the chief obstacles to intelligence and freedom of thought. Anything you're good at contributes to happiness. The fact that an opinion has been widely held is no evidence whatever that it is not utterly absurd. Machines are worshipped because they are beautiful and valued because they confer power. They are hated because they are hideous and loathed because they impose slavery. The trouble with the world is that the stupid are cocksure and the intelligent are full of doubt. There are two motives for reading a book. One, that you enjoy it. The other, that you can boast about it. In the modern world, the stupid are cocksure, while the intelligent are full of doubt. No great achievement is possible without persistent work. The only thing that will redeem mankind is cooperation. The secret to happiness is to face the fact that the world is horrible. We know very little, and yet it is astonishing that we know so much. And still more astonishing that so little knowledge can give us so much power. To understand the actual world as it is, not as we should wish it to be, is the beginning of wisdom. Even in civilized mankind, faint traces of monogamous instinct can be perceived. To be without some of the things you want is an indispensable part of happiness.